It's actually cheap. It's actually cheaper in North Carolina. When I go to North Carolina.
Okay.
What's up? We live. What's up? What's up? Look who I got with me, y'all.
Hey.
We ain't even gonna get it. Listen, we're gonna do our 30. We're gonna do our 30-second countdown, and we're gonna go ahead and jump into it, child. Mink, y'all know Mink always late. She'll be here. We're gonna do our 30-second countdown. What the heck?
That wasn't 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I know that wasn't 30.
That wasn't 30 seconds. I don't know what happened.
I did.
Okay, that was better. So the candle of the day, in honor of the gang all being here, I am burning sweet whiskey. Sweet whiskey.
That seems appropriate.
It's appropriate, right? It is appropriate. And speaking of whiskey, right before we went live, we were talking about what Face was drinking, because normally it would be Jack Daniels. But what you drinking tonight, Face? What you sipping on?
Uncle Nearest.
And for those who do not know Uncle Nearest, it is a Black-owned company. It is the family members of Jack Daniels' partner. Some would say, well, not some would say, the person who taught Jack Daniels how to make whiskey. Right. But of course, he was a Black guy at a time where, a Black man, it was a lot harder for a Black man to, first of all, it was hard for a white man to start a whiskey company because of, all the things going on with liquor at the time, but certainly for a Black man. And they were actually partners until Uncle Nearest did pass away. And a lot of people don't know the story, but because a lot of people be like, Jack Daniels was really a Black man. Da, da, da. Jack Daniels always gave Uncle Nearest his credit for the fact that he taught him how to make whiskey and that he was the whiskey maker behind the brand. It was when Jack Daniels' nephew took over the company after Jack Daniels died that a lot of stuff fell by the wayside. But that's a whole nother history lesson for a whole nother time.
Well, a history lesson from ReallyB. How about that?
Right. Surprising, right? Mink is trying to get connected. As soon as she gets connected, we'll go ahead and get this party started. Now listen.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that El Teddy? What's up, man?
Oh Lord, Trouble's in the chat. Trouble is here. Trouble is here. El Teddy was here about a week or so ago, Face, and he didn't come see you.
How he know where I live at and everything?
Right, he know where you live and everything. Mink, if you can hear me, your device is not connecting. So I don't know what's going on with your device, babes. You might need to go out and come back in. I'm not sure.
Do I need to run you a laptop right quick?
Oh, Lord. What's up, Bobo? Hey, little baby. What's up, Ebbs? Hey, China White. What's up, Cool Gamer? Hey, Tan. What's up, Tracy? Not the countdown, good shit. I think that was me. Mink is on the way, El Teddy. What's up, little baby? To hit me up for the candles to check out. I know, right? A history lesson for liquor. I love it. I know. Listen. Listen. If you ever go to the distillery, they give Uncle Nearest all of the credit. They have a whole part of the distillery dedicated to Uncle Nearest. And if you do the tour, they give you that history. So no one is trying to cut him out of the history of Jack Daniels. I just say all that because a lot of people be like, nobody's trying to cut him out. But if you,
but they changed the formula and the family got the original, so that's all that matters.
Right. His great niece,
Yes.
His great niece has started a whiskey company, and it's called Uncle Nearest, and it's actually really good. And we need y'all to all go out and buy it so she can bring the prices down. Yes, thank you.
Right. I'm just saying. Whew. Trying to support a sister over here.
But like I said, in North Carolina, it's actually not that. It's not that ridiculous in North Carolina. Yeah, Uncle Nearest is the original recipe.
Yep. All right. So first off, next time you go, let me know so I can cash out you
whatever
small savings I have.
Right. I will actually let you know. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna be in North Carolina. It's been a minute because I didn't go to homecoming this year. It's been a minute. I know, right?
El Teddy's coming back in a week and a half. All right, that sounds like another house party.
Oh, trouble, trouble. The monkey shoulder was actually pretty good. Have you tasted the monkey shoulder whiskey, Face?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yeah. No, it was cool. I mean,
I thought it was pretty good. I had it the other night for the first time. I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, when I walk into the liquor store, it doesn't change my decision making, but it was all right.
Well, yeah, I didn't buy it. I didn't. It was. I was down at the whiskey. I was down to Tinderbox, and it was offered to me.
All right. Yeah, I was a friend of mine. His gazebo with all his whiskeys, him and all his friends. I got to sample the monkey shoulder.
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty good. Like I said,
after he explained to me what it was, because he just ran up on me like, "Yo, come and get this monkey shoulder." I'm like, wait, what are we doing?" They had right. Kind of fire pit going. I'm like, "Yo, what y'all doing out here?"
Exactly. Well, Mink is trying to get herself connected. She came in, it wouldn't connect. So I guess she's trying to come back in. So for those who are new here, I got a lot of new subscribers over the last year and a half since we've actually been all able to hang out. But for those who are new to my channel, this is old school ReallyB. ReallyB the podcast is where all this whole thing started, you guys. This is where all this whole started, And Face is a friend of mine, and Mink is coming in. She's a friend of mine, and we used to do this on Saturday mornings. We used to do this on Saturday mornings, but then things got a little crazy, and then this thing called we can't say the word, but that Rolling Wrong came through and fucked up the church's money.
Basically.
Right. But we decided we were gonna hang out a little bit and see what we had going on to get caught up. We're trying to wait for Mink to come in because I don't want to start on nothing until but Mink is having some technical difficulties. The old shows used to be so good. Yeah, because these fools.
I mean, I'm glad I made the cut because Don Pablo was still texting me like, "Yo, what happened?" I asked nicely. I said please and everything.
Listen. All I'm saying is
I can't help it if I'm the only dude that
Don Pablo is suspect. Don Pablo is suspect, child. That's all I got to say about that.
I got you. That one show
because Don Pablo don't know how to act sometimes.
What you mean sometimes?
I mean, that's your friend, brother.
I know. It's been known him since ever.
Exactly. I see our other brother was hanging out with you the other night. He came out of hibernation.
Nah, that's his spot now. It ain't mine.
It ain't he. What were y'all?
VFW. Silver.
He be hanging out at the
VFW? Yeah.
Look who's here.
Oh, wait.
What's up, Mink? Can you hear us and see us?
Okay, well, turn your radio down. Cause
Mink?
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
They said it's noise. Hold on.
You got the background noise going, girl. Say something now. Me?
Don't be blaming me for everything, man. I just got here.
Okay. Well, the sound went away.
Can y'all hear me?
Can now?
All right, is the sound back?
It's back. It's back. It's back when you came off mute. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Gave me the church finger. Yeah, we can hear you, man. So we're. You gonna try it now?
Can you still hear it?
No.
Okay. Mink, can you hear me? Lord have
Mink
mercy.
went away.
You know what? This is not good. This ain't good. This is not gooder.
Where'd
All
she
right.
go?
Mink went away.
I like the fact. I like the fact you still using my words though.
It's not gooder.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it together, y'all. Mink is having some technical difficulties. Well, we're gonna get it together. When Mink came in is when the sound happened. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna get Mink together. But in the meantime, and in between time, so what's been going on with you in the last year and a half since we've been able to all hang out together? What's been going on with you?
I mean, the usual that everybody else gonna say. Just trying to make it by. Recently, I started live stream on a regular now with me and the fellas with Development League Basement on that, and just so we can, not forget how to DJ and also have people have some fun. And I've been hitting a few gigs here and now. I have one coming up, and then I did the Kennedy Center, which who knew? Got an invite. Apparently, we got old Jeff folks that work there. They decided to run it. Huh?
You said you got some what folks that work there?
Folks from junior high school work there. They decided to have a party, an 80th birthday party for a family member, and they picked me to DJ.
Wow, and they had it at the Kennedy Center.
At the Kennedy Center, yeah.
Well, sounds nice. What you gonna say about that? You can't complain about that.
What time I need to be there? That's all I said.
Exactly right. When somebody called and say we got a gig for you at the Kennedy Center, there's no questions asked. It's like, right, what time do you need?
What time? Yeah, I didn't ask. I was ooh. But don't nerve-wracking about it. I was front and center, so I didn't realize it was gonna be a whole ceremony performance. So I was on the stage the entire night, so I couldn't deck out the back, have 3 or 6 cups in my hand. I had to be professional.
You had to be professional. You had to keep your professionality on, right?
6 hours. It's all good though. It was a good time.
Okay. Now, yesterday I saw Mink, and I was totally what's the word I'm looking for? I was totally shocked because I'll let Mink tell you, but just it seemed like so much happened in 2 years. Like, oh my gosh, I feel so old after talking to her. I was like, oh my gosh. But
professional. Like I had to be what they paid for. Look here, they paid me a lot of money to do that gig. I'm gonna be whatever they needed me to be for that 6 hours.
Okay. For those who don't know, well, if you haven't figured it out yet, Face also DJ. So if you're in the DMV area and you're in need of a DJ, check him out. Check him out. He's done a couple of gigs for me, good times. Did a wedding, and what else did you do? You did a wedding, you did something else.
For you?
You did something at the church.
But that was a wedding.
Oh, I thought you did something else for me.
I mean, I play for the channel.
Well, yeah, we used to do. That's before YouTube got really pressed about music. Like now, they're like shutting people's channels down for playing music, copywritten music. Like it's gotten serious. So I don't even fool around with music on my channel anymore. Okay, Mink, okay, all right. I see her. I see her in the background, y'all. All right, ooh. Mink, I see you. Let me know when you want to come up. She's still getting herself situated.
She doing her hair and or makeup, or just?
No, she just getting. I can see stuff moving around. Now I'm looking at her ceiling. She get it together. Y'all. We're a little rusty. We ain't done this in a while. She get it together. Wait a minute. What
the hell?
Who is this?
You getting them side calls again?
Okay, here she go.
There it is.
Mink.
Yay.
Hey, Are there any sounds? No sounds, no weird noise.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Absolutely.
No feedback or anything going on? Oh, damn.
Where is her?
You know she live in the middle of nowhere.
She knows she
You
got to
know
be
the
about a
deer be
router.
hanging out on her porch. You know what I'm saying? You know the deer be chilling on her porch. You know Mink live in the middle of nowhere. You would think in 2 years her Wi-Fi would have got better, but damn. Lord have mercy. Child, I swear. Okay, hold on. Let me bring her up on this one. Girl, what is going on over there in the boonies?
Man, it must be a squirrel in the line or something. I don't know what's going on.
Listen, we know you live in the middle of nowhere, but I would think that in 2 years they would have fixed the Wi-Fi out in the woods. I'm just saying.
I mean, what's up with that dude that's in there? Ain't y'all up? So what's up with that dude that lives there? Ain't y'all
roommate?
Nah. You know, if the wind blows too hard where I live at, you know, we short.
Child. All right. Well, we were trying to get caught up. I was telling FaZe, me and you saw each other yesterday, and you about blew my mind because the youngest one is now a senior in high school, and the oldest one graduated last year. So I'm totally screwed up. Well, earlier this year. So that totally screwed me up that I was like, wait a minute, what? Because I remember when your son was like knee high to a grasshopper, and now he's tall. But here's this one, FaZe. He's the tallest one in the house now. Her son is the tallest one in the house, and he's a senior in high school.
The little dude that was playing Fortnite all the time?
Yes, the little dude.
That one?
That one.
Exactly.
Wow. He's the tallest one. He's the taller one in the house now. He's about, I don't know, about 5'9.5", 5'10".
Okay, you see my height.
Right. What a difference a couple of years makes.
Wow.
Right. And I was telling people, so we have, even though it looked like everybody in the chat is old school, my old school people, but I have some new, we got some new subscribers in the last time since we've been here. So a lot of people, we got to reintroduce y'all. So, FaZe and Mink, these are my original road dogs right here. We just ain't hung out in a while, but these are my original road dogs, Really Be the Podcast. We used to get together on Saturday mornings and talk and get into some things. And, Mink was always ready to blow something up. FaZe was always, FaZe was already ready to have a party. And that was just the makeup of things. That's how we got along.
I was a good one.
Real discussions in there.
I was a good one. My halo still shines bright. It still shines bright.
Wow.
Yes, that's where I'm starting this party off.
The same houses anymore.
She be saying it with a straight face too. That's the thing. She be saying it with a straight face, like my halo still shines bright.
I'm as sweet and as innocent as I look. That's my story, and I will forever stick to it.
Wow.
Just as I am. I'm just.
Oh, okay. Well, the three of us. It's funny because the three of us are all friends. We're all from Washington D.C., born and raised, grew up here. Cross paths. We have friends in common, and that's how we all became friends. FaZe went to middle school with people that Mink went to high school with, and then I went to college with the people and we all met each other, and now we've been friends like, y'all realize we've been friends like 15 years now?
I would say I know it's well over a decade at this point.
Yeah, because you've been in your house for 10 years. I've been in my house for 11 years, and we knew each other before either one of us had our houses. Yeah. We have known each other a long time. Mm-hmm. Look at FaZe. FaZe, we've known you since before you had kids.
I was gonna say when I met him, he only had one.
So
when I met him, he didn't have any. I remember when his wife was pregnant with the first one. I remember before she was pregnant. Because to this day, he claimed that she took advantage of him in a weak moment. But that's another conversation.
But making on the bed ain't a weak moment.
About that. She what she hates now is I call her my birthday present. Because she's old enough to do the math now. If her birthday is 9 months of my birthday. She's old enough to do the math now.
Don't do that to that
Right.
baby.
Right.
Yeah,
don't
she was
traumatize
traumatized
the
when she
baby like
figured it
that.
out.
Right. Don't traumatize that baby like that. So
I said, hey, I already have my birthday present. I don't need nothing come September. It's good. I already have mine.
Butt naked on the bed with baby oil, that's a willing participant.
First of all, I don't use baby oil. I'm too old for Johnson.
We don't want to know what you use, because that's a sight. That's something I don't want stuck in my brain. We don't want to know what y'all use. We don't want to know what y'all use over there. Just let it be an imagination. Well, I don't even want to imagine none of that. None of
right.
it. None of it. None of it. So, all right. So let's get into a few things. First of all, if you live in our area, Lord, there go LT.
Go ahead, LT.
Right. If you live in our area, Mink was talking earlier about, I don't know if it was Mink or Face, talking about this bipolar weather. I went out earlier, about an hour and a half ago, I went out, and literally, I was like, it felt like it was like 70 degrees outside. Yo, right. Like, what in the entire hell?
There's no point in having outfits in fashion no more, because look here, you gotta have 5 outfits before you leave the house. Yeah, you gotta have one for the summer, one for the winter, like some light for the fall, raincoat, a rain outfit.
Right, because you just never know. It's crazy.
And then something for, like, I don't know, whatever. I don't know. There's no point.
I don't know where y'all live. The people in the chat, where y'all live, is the weather bipolar? Because I swear here on Monday it'll be 20 degrees, and then by Wednesday you be contemplating turning your air conditioner on. Like, what in the world?
Look, I know. Yes, we went through all 4 seasons.
I feel like we did. Yesterday it was freezing at one point, and then it was like, it's not so bad. And then this morning I woke up, it was raining. I'm like, I'm gonna need y'all to make up y'all. And by the afternoon, the rain cleared up, and it was muggy outside. Like, I really need the weather to figure it out. Like,
look, I think Mother Nature going through change. That's all I'm saying.
Is Mother Nature going through the change?
She can figure that out. Because look here, I stopped even trying to. Well, the weather channel don't mean nothing to me no more. I just walk outside and be cold in the truck till the heat cut on and drive to work and stay in the garage. I don't even care no more. I'll just give up.
It's ridiculous. I know for somebody like me, where I don't get cold easily, so for me it's really like I haven't put on a winter coat yet. No, El Teddy, when you get here, it's gonna probably be freezing because you hate the cold. So that's probably how that's gonna work when you get here. It's gonna probably be freezing.
It's gonna be a named winter storm when you come up here.
It's gonna be the El Teddy.
I'm gonna say this. I think we're gonna get one this winter. I think we're gonna get one this winter. I think we're gonna get a bad winter. I think we're gonna get a bad winter storm. I think when it finally gets here, I think it's gonna get here.
I mean, we about due.
Okay, so y'all say
last year, but it wasn't like a major. We had a little snow last year.
I don't even remember shoveling that much. Oh yeah, now I do. Wait a minute. My
we had a little snow last year.
My back, there's twins. Like, yeah, we had a little snow last year.
Okay, so y'all saying that, so I want y'all to get y'all toilet paper towels now.
Oh Lord, well we know you got. Listen, I'll just come to your house.
You know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I have not bought toilet paper or paper towels in 3 years.
We know.
Cause you got that. You know what's that called?
Are you still couponing?
I haven't couponed in a while.
What's your doomsday prepper garage you got over there?
I just bought stuff when the pandemic first started. I was buying toilet paper. I was buying a pack of toilet paper and a pack of paper towels every week for I don't know how long. So I just been living off of that for the last 3 years.
Well, see, Mink used to coupon, so she had stuff even before the Panorama.
Not the Panorama.
Look, I know zombie apocalypse. I'm heading to Mink's house. Me and the family.
I got rules for the zombie apocalypse now.
Look, I'm bringing my weapons with me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because I'm not sharing. So, and then we just gonna head up there with little supplies I got. I'm gonna bring a better router so we can have Wi-Fi as long as it lasts.
That's part of the problem. Everybody's on my daggone router. Everybody, I got the dragon in the basement playing games. I got my daughter upstairs doing whatever she doing on her computer. That was my struggle. I was trying to get on the internet.
Tracy said, "How can you stop with the coupons now with inflation being what it is? Couponing takes a lot of time.
It does, and honestly, coupons aren't as readily available as they were, say, 5 years ago.
They digitize the game.
Yeah, and then stores don't double like they used to.
So like the time
yeah,
not working no more. Yeah, okay, I get
that. You spend a lot. You spend a lot of time driving around. Sometimes the money you spend in gas and this and the third, you don't ate through your savings. So I just now kind of go buy in bulk, find deals or whatever, and go from there.
So the coupon game ain't what it used to be, is what you're saying?
Yeah, and then also, I mean, my needs change. My kids are older, so my needs and stuff like that, as far as what I was buying, like shelf stuff, has changed. So
that's true. You don't really need.
Yeah, I need to keep on some gas.
Right. I used to get my hookup from Kristen.
Yep. I still get young kids. Can I throw you a couple dollars? You can go ahead and help me out. You laugh, I'm so serious.
I honestly, I wouldn't even know how to even get back into it and start, because I used to be able to go online, you can't even, newspapers don't even put paper coupons in newspaper anymore.
I remember y'all used to run around going all the different places to get all the different papers. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. It was a whole thing. Y'all really used to go and drive around and go from place to place and get the damn papers and then sit around. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was worth it in the end, but y'all really.
Yeah, drive up to Laurel and hit the paper we used to go get it from. The paper, that newspaper's no longer in business.
Matter of fact, I went on when I was Big G's house, and his wife was couponing. I basically I brought shelves over his house so they could put in their garage, because they had no space.
Oh,
they got too much stuff on the floor. I'm gonna go and get you these shelves right quick, Slim. Because the project that I was building out in the office wasn't. They weren't gonna use them. I'm like, I know somebody uses all this shelving. Don't even worry about it. I just take care of this.
And that's what I needed, some shelving.
Well, that's what like I said, Kristen's whole daggone garage.
The general store.
She built that whole area in her basement that's just shelves. I was like, they ain't gonna never run out of nothing.
Oh, they've expanded it. It's on another level now. I've always called it the corner store.
She told me she was out of business. They didn't expand it. She told me she was shutting the business down.
No, she did. I'm saying as far as her personal stuff.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, because she told me she was shutting the business down. Yeah, I used to go shopping. Her neighbor who got her into the couponing, or they used to coupon together. I used to go shopping at her house because the stuff that she didn't need or the stuff she had in excess, she would sell it for, for prices. And I literally used to.
I miss couponers. The prices was reasonable. That's all I'm saying. The prices was reasonable.
The prices were very reasonable. Very, very reasonable. Back in the day. So, all right.
That wasn't that long ago. That's what's so sad.
Right.
All right. So, Retro Babe says, because they're all not a lot of paper coupons, no doubling, freebies, and big records like we used to get. I just clearance now. Well, hey, really? She said, "Hey, ReallyB," and I'm like, "Hey, ReallyB, what's up, Retro Babe?" Yeah, Retro Babe coupons too. Yeah, listen, they used to be getting stuff for 10 cents. Okay, they used to.
I got $100 of pasta sauce one time for free.
Wait, what?
I got 100 jars. I got
That's what I thought you
100.
said. I want to make sure I wasn't tripping.
And Kirsten got 100 jars of. We each got 100 each, so 200 jars of pasta sauce for free. And it was the Barilla pasta sauce.
Damn.
And I would go by Kristen's house with my grocery bags and would buy like $1, buy it for like $1 from her. Yo, we all win. We all win.
I
remember one time I got like 10 bottles of barbecue sauce from her, and she was like, just give me $5. I was like, okay.
Right. Yo, trust me. I used to swing by and Big G's house. All right, cool. I need this, that, and the third.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun.
$20 covered. I got like, in the store, that'd be like $200 worth of stuff. They're like $20 covered. They're like, yeah, we good. Like, whew, thank you, Jesus.
Retro Babe said, I was stuck with 77 cans of pumpkin one year. I hate pumpkin. That's a lot of damn.
Right.
What do you, other than a pumpkin pie, what the hell do you do with pumpkin?
I mean,
I'm sure there's a bunch of recipes, but
they got the right people that like pumpkin spice. So they got
they got pumpkin. They got pumpkin bread. They got everything is pumpkin cereal, pumpkin. Everything is pumpkin.
Yeah,
and I can't stand pumpkin.
Yeah, I guess. I'm sure there's a million like pumpkin, pumpkin recipes out there. I'm sure.
Oh, you know what? I made sweet potato. I made 2 sweet potato pies, and I got a brother who I make a pie for him, and he don't ever come get it. I'm about to throw it in the trash.
It's still there?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Why didn't you bring the pie yesterday? I'm just saying.
If I didn't know.
Look, I'm down your way halfway Tuesdays and Thursdays because I'm seeing my DJ friends with big gigs. I can buy beforehand and grab that joint.
I'm legit serious. Like I made because I have 2 sweet potato pies here. A good friend of mine bought an apple pie, and then my daughter, one of her friends, came past and she made a strawberry shortcake. So, and my brother, he was supposed to. One of my brothers was supposed to came. He texted me Thanksgiving, never show up, and I always make up like an extra pie for him every year. He takes the whole pie, and that was just sitting there. So.
How is your brother doing? I didn't even ask about your brother yesterday.
Which one? There's 4 or 5 of them.
Well, I mean, I know you have more than one. Well, all of them really, but the one that used to come around all the time.
I haven't talked to him in about 2 years.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about that offline. All right.
Yeah. Right.
We'll talk about that one offline. All right. So all of us, since we haven't all like linked up since the Panorama, everybody's world has really changed. So like I was remote temporarily. Of course, I'm back full time in the building now. Mink, I know me and you were talking yesterday, and you're like hybrid, like because of your job, you can't 100% be remote. What you got going on over there, Face?
Well, because of my job, I'm 100% in because I support the office, so have to be in. Where I brought the topic up makes me laugh because I know there's a financial caveat to companies that have all this real estate, but at least the people I got to deal with, they don't deal with reality. So they expect people to just come back, like just because. And like when I got there in February, but it was like in the summer. All right, cool. We're gonna sound this memo out. And have people come back to the office, to kind of try to work in the office, do X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, bruh, on purpose? Like you expect them just to show up? So they have try to prepare all this stuff for people that's coming. I'm like, it's time. Nobody's coming. We actually
because of your job, you were never 100% remote. Right?
Huh? What?
I said, well, because of the type of job you do, you were never 100% remote, right?
No, I was never home.
Yeah.
Never. However, the companies I work for, they let that happen. But it's kind of like I said, they're not dealing with reality. Like summertime, nobody's coming back in. They don't have to. and we have summer hours. So even if they would come in, they was leaving early anyway. So they're working half days. And then the fall, after the, you know, and it was supposed to be over and everybody, the world was supposed to open back up, they put the strong line out. Yeah, everybody needs to come back, work from the office, you know, it's new normal, back to usual, and then turn around and say, talk to your manager first. But it's like, well, they're not coming back. They're not going to tell the people to come back. Like, so they had to rush and do all this work. But I'm like, deal in real life. Y'all worked 2 years. Nobody was in the office. Even if people wanted to come back, wasn't in, couldn't lose money. Like, I understand that. I said you have all these, you know, this real estate here that's be going unused. And if you don't have a certain amount of people in, you can't get the tax cut and all that tax benefits for it and all that good stuff. But at least if you're going to put it out there to have people come back to work, at least be about it. Don't make this fantasy like we're going to get 500 people back in. It's not happening. It's busy season. So the rookies going to be in. It's not that many of them, and they only work in certain days. Like,
but
let's
be
honest
because, yeah, because I mean, you know, we have like, you know, I mean, I hate to use him as an example, but you know, Elon Musk, that's basically like bring your ass to work or you know, do you think? I mean, how do you guys
Mink
think
is triggered? Make it triggered. You all right?
I'm good.
Right. I see. You okay, Mink? I'm sorry. You okay? Did I trigger you?
I'm good.
Put the guns down.
So go ahead and complete your question. You said people like that man is what now?
I mean, do you think that our new normal should be what we were, like you could work from home, or do you think people need to go back into the workforce? I mean, what do you think?
I mean, I think, well, from my perspective, because I've been facility this whole time, and I see it, and part of my job is to see how people work. Basically, the commercial real estate market is about to change because companies should just figure out that they still need space because there is people that really do want to come to an office and there are demands that require people to work in teams and in person, like to work together. However, that doesn't require, you know, all the offices and cubicles that you have now. Like, you know, commercial real estate companies, they're literally changing how workspaces are designed, and it's less cubicles, it's less, you know, offices for people to just work in all day, but it's more collaboration space, it's more conference room space, because that's where we're going now. People are only going to need to come to the office when they have to, like when they actually have to. That's a bad way to say it, but you know, if there's a meeting, something they collaborate on, like the industry I work in, financial services, there's busy seasons throughout the year. So certain groups need to come in and work together to collaborate, make sure they get, you know, all ducks in a row so they can make all this money. Cool. But they don't need, you know, the 600-700 cubicles they needed before. They may only need 50. So maybe 100 on the long end. But I'm just saying, like the whole thing has changed. Just adjust to it. Like, I think the main company that's complaining didn't save no money. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you know, I remember
somebody's in charge that doesn't understand how to make it work.
Well, I remember reading an article right before the pandemic started. There was a company in Texas, and long story short, they had one overall general manager who said that the company couldn't operate on telework. That manager retired. They promoted the assistant person up, and that person came in and did 100% telework. And the money that they saved, he waited till their lease was up, and the money they saved on the lease and, you know, electricity, utility, things like that, he was able to give everyone at the company a raise. And the original manager, he was an older person, and I ain't picking on the baby boomers, but you know, it is what it is, who wasn't used to a world of technology and telework, so they were used to butts in the seats.
I can tell you an even worse story from personal experience. 2 jobs ago. Look here, it was a lot happening during the pandemic. I had to make moves.
Listen, you ain't got to tell me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the company I worked at, it was certain groups only got 30-minute lunches. They told them they could not work from home. They had a service client. 8 hours in the office, all of that. It was strictly had to be seen, had to be in your seat, all of that. Okay. And this was the leadership talking, the managers and everybody else. This is what has to happen in order to make money. Like, we can't run our...
While they sitting their asses at home, but go ahead.
Right. No. They were there. Everybody was there. It wasn't even like, nah, really. It was a large office. Like, everybody that needed to be there was there. COVID happened. These same managers, they decided to look out for themselves, and they family said, no, we're not coming in. Okay. We're not coming in. Damn that. We're not doing none of that. And they left. Before he's officially announced by the CEO or anybody, that was already out. All right. Turn around. Okay, 4 and a year later, when it's all official, working remotely, blah, blah, and everybody's figuring out how to do this, and everybody's had this all hands meeting where they told them not only did we figure out how to service a client, 100% remote, they made money. Like, more than they projected, made money, but then turn around and try to say, all right, cool, in the next few months, we can have her back in the office. I laughed so hard I fell out of my chair. Because how you get all these people that you basically oppressed for who knows how long they've been working there, then tell them what the extreme of what they wanted. They just wanted to be able to work remote, take extra lunch or whatever. Now you tell them they work 100% from home, and you can try to get them back in the office? Good luck.
Because I think part of the problem is we keep on saying a new normal, but everyone makes the quote unquote new normal look like the old normal. I think hybrid. I really think, because I was looking at some companies. Well, let me see. Lil Baby says some people thrive working alone, meanwhile others are the opposite. And that's true. Some people, I think hybrid should be the option, because we literally proved for a lot of companies for at least a year that you can do 75% of the United States workload working from home. Not only is it possible, companies were like Face is saying, companies were thriving doing it. So I think the problem is we still have a demographic mix people in the office. We have some baby boomers who are used to having to lay eyes on people. You're not working unless I can see you working. I have friends who say at their job, people come to work. Yeah, people come to work and sit there and do their homework. The managers don't really care, just as long as I have butts in the seats.
Yeah, but there's that. But there's a couple of people older in my office currently now. They come to work at like all the time, just because that's what they're used to doing. All their stuff is there, so they come to the office. There's some young guys. I swear they in their 20s. They come to the office. Because the gym is nice at the office. I got roommates at home or whatever. And then the vast number of folks that are actually in the office that show up between Tuesday and Thursday is like, I have to work with my team. So the team got together and figured out what days they're going to come in and when they need to work together. You know what I'm saying? So they figured it out. Some people do want to come to the office and all of that, but most of the time it's just meetings. But when I walk in the morning, there's a whole bunch of people there, and I see a whole bunch of reservations been made. I know there's meetings that day.
But how many times do we sit through a meeting?
Meetings that day, and they're coming in to meet. That's all. And as soon as the meeting's over,
about how many times? But how many meetings do we sit through that could have been an email for real?
Whole lot of them. Whole lot of them.
I mean,
okay,
how many?
I have no control over that part.
But I'm just saying the reality of it is some people. A lot of this is strictly
it's less
ego.
than what it used to be, though. It's way less than what it used to be. Once
but
upon
the thing
a time,
about it, and I don't want to be bombarded with emails, to be honest with you. I really don't, because I'm, that's a nuance. That's a nuisance nuance right there. I don't want to be bombarded with emails, but I myself sit through a lot of meetings that should have, not even could have, that should have been an email. Literally sent out, here's the thing, and go from there. But sometimes people like to power trip, people like to, I need to lay eyes on you, I need to do this. And so I'm not gonna lie, some employees do need man, some people need handlers. You can't keep them at home because they won't do anything.
Well, that's that's a part of the initial turnover.
Well, I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna also say this too. Like, going back to what Cindy said, she said, remember, the office is an escape for some people. I think when we start talking about, I know there's some people that thrive, but there's some people that thrive in that environment to say, okay, well, I can be at home and I'm good with being at home. Like, I understand that, but I also feel like there are people who they thrive off of the energy. They need to be around people. And so I do think there's a place for a hybrid situation, like Mink was saying, where people have the choice, because I think for some people they need that socialization.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the going to the office should be outdone, because without that, I wouldn't have a job. I'm just saying to change. Like, people want to do like the old school. They need to see people. The old school person need to see people, and he don't know you're working unless he can see you working. That a lot of that has to do with because the office is set up that way.
And that's like for my job. Like, I go in 3 days a week now. Used to be 2. I go in 3 days a week now, and I try to really utilize my time, because some part of certain aspects of my job, I have to create physical items, so I can't do it, necessarily from home. So I don't have a problem with going in, but I do believe that it really should be a hybrid. I'm willing. Because part of me, and I say this with conditions.
She relaxed and released. Everybody get ready.
I like the idea of was it desk sharing?
Hoteling, that's what it's called. Go ahead.
Hoteling, thank you. I like the idea of hoteling in the office space, but I have conditions. And the thing is, you can't pick and choose necessarily as an employee who you share your space with. But if it saves money in the long end, and it's an opportunity for the employer to give the employee raises or bonuses or something like that and provide more job security, I don't have a problem with it. Again, I think that my team, funny, like my team, honestly, we meet every morning. We have a meeting every morning. And they're not necessarily a long intuitive meeting. They're like 15-minute meetings every morning.
Right,
I like it.
Like a catch up, see what's happening, what's cracking.
Yes. And then we go on about the rest of our day. Anything else, we can Teams each other, we can email, but we don't have these long convoluted meetings about just any and everything. And it's like you said, it's touch base. This is what I'm doing. What are you doing? Who needs help with what? And we move on.
Right.
And what makes it better is my boss is actually amazing.
Wait, what?
No, so I like her because she really is a leader without being a boss per se. Like, she'll come in, give you the information, allow you to do your job, trust your abilities and your capabilities, and she moves on her day. She's not a micromanager. She don't sit there and give you a task and stand over there, see you how to do it, and tell you how to do it. We're not doing all that. Get it done.
Everybody's a professional. Get it done.
And I know everybody don't have them type of working conditions. But I do think that I still believe that hybrid is best, because you can't do everything from home depending on your job type, your job security and things like that. But that whole coming in every single day, 5 days a week, 8-9 hours a day, I think that's really going to become a thing of the past. I really do.
It should. I mean, it should. It really should.
But we need to hire more people who have vision, who can do it, and more people who are willing. Because you know what they say, one bad apple won't fuck it up for everybody. So you don't need that.
It's not even about the people that's working. It's about people that's on my side.
But I mean, sometimes it is about the workers, because if I have a coworker who don't want to do what they're supposed to do and don't meet deadlines and don't do this and that's on y'all side. What y'all supposed to? But that's what I'm saying, like that.
On my side, I literally design the workspace y'all gonna be at. I take care of the workspace y'all gonna be at, and I found out as soon as I change it, you ain't got no choice but to adjust to it. Like there is no this new normal is subjective. All I'm saying, you said hybrid, it should be it should be an option for everyone right now. Hybrid should be the new normal because, as we've said, some people need or want to come to the office. Some people don't.
And I found out for me,
technology is there because my point is the technology is there to make this happen for every company cheaply. The problem is right now are the leases and the tax write-offs that that they're not going to get if people don't come to the office. But don't be short. All I'm saying, don't be short term with your vision. And
you know what? And the thing about people for me, they do, because for me, my day typically is 8 to 4:30. That's generally my day. I normally leave home. Okay, I have a 20-minute commute to work. Sorry everybody, I just do. I have a 20-minute commute to work. So I normally leave home by 7:30. I'm at work at my desk by 7:55. The days that I telework, I normally just go downstairs about 6:30, 7 o'clock, because I don't have to worry about what I'm putting on. I look at my calendar. I see what meetings I have. Office on the top, party on the bottom.
Just dress up from the waist up.
Yes, and if I don't have any meetings, other than my standard morning huddles or whatever, I put on something, nice just in case you got to pop in. But other than that, I can start my work day at 7 o'clock in the morning, 7:30 at the latest, because I don't have to worry about trying to get in my car and get down the road. You know what I mean? I don't have to deal with traffic. Yeah. So I think that's a benefit that companies don't realize. You're getting a little bit more work out of the people.
They realize it because Microsoft did a study. Everybody's working on average across the country 45 minutes longer than they used to.
But the people who are still saying come into the office, if I got to come into the office, I'm not going to get there at 7:30. I'm going to get there at 8 o'clock. That's the time I'm supposed to be there.
Let me tell you something about this remote working. The PO. Some days when I leave out the house, she's already online answering emails. Mm-hmm. When I get back home, not even right home, when I used to stop down receptions, hang out for a minute or DJ for a second and come back home early 9 o'clock, she's still working.
Mm-hmm. That's me.
And I'm gonna say this too, because I feel the same way. So let me say this: I'm sort of an outlier to this conversation because I don't think I can do my job remotely. I hated teaching remotely. The kids weren't learning. It was horrible. It really was not a great.
Yeah, because number 2, I almost had.
Because I think people. Right, and I think parents and students need to understand the difference between completing an assignment and learning information. Were the kids completing assignments? Yeah, sure. But were they learning? That's a different conversation. No. And I've had some very candid conversations with my students since we've been back in the building, and they were like, "Yeah, I don't remember anything. I didn't learn any of it. You know what I mean? I don't remember any of it." So there's a difference between did they do the work and did they learn the material? But that's another conversation for another day.
Right.
So let's talk.
Wait a minute. I want to say one thing. Tracy said, listen, she said she got an HR report for someone forwarding their calls to their cell phone, and you can hear them in the nail shop. Some people can't do right. And see, and those are mofos that look it up for everybody.
No, it's not that they can't do it right. They don't do it right. You gotta get the right earpiece. All of that, and learn how to mute your shit. That's all I'm saying.
Learn how to mute. I think I think if
And get
people
the right
learn
price.
how to mute, they would stay out of a lot of
the
trouble.
right canceling device. That's all I'm saying.
But the thing about, but also the thing about it is that can't be your everyday routine. You can't be in the nail shop today, the hair salon tomorrow, the dog, the pet groomer the next. You can't abuse the system. Like, that's the one thing. You can't abuse the system. I personally suggest don't do it, because the thing is, you will get caught.
Yo, we had a teacher during the Panorama. We had a teacher that literally ghosted the kids. When I say ghosted, I mean the teacher stopped logging on for classes and just put grades in the grade book. And I think in the teacher's mind, the teacher was thinking, the kids aren't going to complain about not having to come to class, and I'm giving them grades, so they're not going to complain. But you forget that there are kids who actually give a damn. There are kids who are going to be like, my teacher never comes to class. And so she literally ghosted. Like, my principal tried to call her. She would never answer the phone. It wasn't until they took her money. It wasn't until they canceled her paycheck. Then all of a sudden, she calling up to the school wanting to know why she didn't get paid. Ma'am, because you didn't come to work. Like,
you didn't work.
What do you mean you didn't get paid?
I'll tell you something. On that note, that first child of mine, number one, would have been the first one complaining.
Right, that's what I'm saying. There are kids who give a damn.
My child, number one. Number two wouldn't have said nothing. That's the one you do crimes with. That's the one you do crimes with. Number one, nope. Everybody going to jail. Number one.
Right. So now this is why Elon Musk is getting in trouble, though. Not just because he's telling people to come back to work, but the problem is when they hired these people, they hired them as remote positions. So the people were hired to be permanently remote, and now he's telling them, you got to come in the office. So now he's being sued because they were like, wait a minute, you hired me to work remotely. And some of these people have handicaps, so they fall under the Americans with Disabilities Act, and so he's going to get in trouble now. There's a difference. Like, if you hire somebody and you told them,
he fired somebody, like he fired a few people, like on the podcast.
He fired everybody. Listen, the funniest thing, and this is a totally different story. The funniest thing was when he fired the dude that, like, one of the IT people, and then at the end of the day, they couldn't get out of the garage because he literally deactivated people's cards, and they couldn't get out of the garage, and all of them, he was stuck in the garage.
Yep.
And the only person that knew how to override the system was the person he had already fired.
Yep.
So they were literally on the phone, like, begging this dude to come in because they were stuck in the garage. I'm like, that's what happens when you don't know who does what, when you just firing people and you don't really understand who is doing what around here. Now, I don't know what they had to promise that dude, because I promise you they would have had to pay me a nice penny for me to come in there, because I'd have been like, you fired me. Y'all figure out how the hell to get out the garage.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
What the fire department?
I wouldn't have came in. I'm no longer an employee of the company. I don't have access. Thank you. Good day.
They wouldn't have been able to find me. They'd have been stuck. Listen, they would have had to call EMS or somebody. They wouldn't. I would have never. I know me. I would never.
I'd have been like, good day, sir. I said good day.
That's the wrong approach. You should have got that Vanna White contract.
Yeah, they would have been stuck. Like Chuck.
No. I got the Vanna White contract. You pay me no matter what.
If they was waiting for me to come and do it, they'd still be sitting in that garage. How about that?
Y'all better turn y'all cars off and bunker down.
Okay.
Go back upstairs.
I'm a little scared to ask Mink this question, but
oh shit.
We have a permanent member of our sick and shut-in list over here on the channel is a man by the name of Ye, formerly known as Kanye. So what are your thoughts? Do I even want to know what Mink got to say about Kanye West? And now, look, what's funny is now him and Donald Trump beefing. How?
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't have any more to say about Kanye. I'm not calling him no damn whatever. I got the same comment I had about him 10 years ago, 12 years ago. # applesauce.
What?
Hashtag applesauce. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I do believe
like crisscross applesauce, or just
crisscross applesauce. Like I do believe his mother's sudden death, especially something that he was trying to help her do, I do think that had a profound effect on him. However, .com, I think his mother was his handler and she was drugging his crazy ass, crushed up his pills and his applesauce, and he ain't know the difference. So hashtag applesauce, we need a new handler to put his medication in his peanut butter or something and get that boy together. That's all it is. That's all I can say about him. It ain't no in-depth, it ain't no in-depth discussion. It ain't no, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, crazy is as crazy does.
Yo, can we put that on the
another
meeting?
I said on the podcast about 9-10 years ago, hashtag applesauce. I'm trying to tell y'all that boy mama had him together, not just her presence, but her thoughts. I'm trying to tell you, she had a little spoon, she was crushing it up, putting in the orange juice, the applesauce, the peanut butter.
Did she did an airplane for him?
Yeah, no, he ain't know. He ain't know.
The airplane.
he didn't know. He ain't know. He was like, Mom, you know how people like, my mom made the best pancake. Mama got the best biscuit recipe. His mom had the best applesauce that was out there. I'm trying to tell y'all. He just didn't know.
Hey, Mink, I want to say this one thing. I miss these conversations. I swear to God, I miss these conversations.
Right, we miss Mink and her insight. We miss the conversation.
You know what? And I didn't get a chance to say hello to everybody. So officially, hello everybody. I miss all our viewers, and I miss you guys too. But yes, I'm trying to tell y'all, he ain't wake up one day just crazy. The Kardashians didn't do it to him. We know between Lamar Odom and God knows who else. We know their record. We know. We see their work. We know. But he came to them touched. He came to them like that, and she wasn't willing. Maybe the prescription had expired. She didn't know the doctor. I don't know. Maybe she wasn't good at crushing up pills with the spoon. Maybe she don't know how to make applesauce at home. I don't know. However, they didn't make him crazy.
Kardashian applesauce be custom.
That Kardashian applesauce will come out of Kane. I'm trying to tell you right now. Ain't nothing about them authentic.
I can blame the Kardashians for a lot of stuff, but no, we can't blame the Kardashians for Kanye West being off. Like he was there when he was like that when he got there. I do think you know what you was getting. Like it was very well documented. Like you knew what you were getting.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't blame them.
His mom was out there getting some Granny Smith, mixing with some Red Delicious, making up in the medicine and everything in there.
I'm so mad at her right now, yo.
His mom. He was his mama's baby. Mama was taking care of him. Kim wasn't about to do that, and we know what's her mama named Chris. Chris wasn't about to. She wasn't about to take up them reins, and I think they really thought letting him be himself, letting him be the real Kanye was going to be a beneficial ride for them. They didn't think that he was going to turn on them. So I'm trying to. I think at this point somebody need to sit from a distance with some darts and just tag his ass every morning around 9:15. I'm just saying.
Not the dart.
I'm trying to say he is not welcome in Wakanda. And you know how like you got Wakanda and you got the little fake village outside. He can't even fish in the village. He's not welcome at all.
Listen,
he can't even
they would welcome Killmonger before they would to come back before they would let Kanye in.
I would turn Killmonger on Kanye. Let him get another little dot. I'm just not doing it.
Not another chick on the crocodile skin.
I can't.
Yeah. So when you think about him trying to link up, he had the nerve to ask Donald Trump to be his vice president. Like, you have to be off if you think that the egomaniac that is Donald Trump is like, all right, I'll be your vice president. Like, and then he got mad about it, talking about I asked him to be my vice president, and he was offended by that. Really? You think the man that was president? Like, you forget for a minute that Donald Trump got his own set of issues. The man was president, and he's running for president again, and you ask him to be his vice president, and you don't understand why he was offended.
Don't worry about it, because that just lets us know how much they really don't know each other.
Right. Even though you was running around with his MAGA hats on and, trying to parade for him.
What makes me...
Because were y'all shocked to find out that was the first time that they had met down in Mar-a-Lago? Like, I was thinking that they was hanging out shit. The way he was riding for Trump.
Right.
Nah, that was, license
but
subscribe.
Again, but in Kanye's mind, Kanye, Yeezy, Ye, and Donald all have brunch together. In his mind, I'm trying to tell you, you can't rush. I'm trying to tell you, just like remember when Agent Orange, they had that hurricane and Puerto Rico got sustained a lot of damage. And he was like, I'm waiting for the president of Puerto Rico to call me and ask for help.
Right. Yo.
Yeah, that nigga was so serious.
Yo, I was at work when that
that's
happened.
you.
I dropped everything. I dropped everything.
I'm like, are you gonna pick up the red phone and call your cell phone like, hey, how are you? I'm good, man. You need help? Like, how does that work?
But look, though, the part that makes it messed up because it's like they're the best show on earth right now.
Man.
Where is the other side?
And that's a sad state of affairs. That's a sad
Where's
state
the other
of
side?
affairs.
Where's even that party?
Right, Abby. Sir, the call is coming from inside of the house. Okay.
That's he gonna be like, excuse me, President of Puerto Rico, hold the line, please.
Hold on.
The part that makes me like, I don't look. The PO has me on the news. She got the news on TV 24 hours a day. So I can't miss on this debate and come. But it's like, all I'm hearing is one side. Like, what the other side at? We ain't had another side since Barack tapped out. Decided to go on vacation and, the rest of his life. I'm like, yo, we can't even get, even when before politics became social media, and everybody wanted their 15 minutes. Even when the other side got in, it was at least like, all right, well, he's not gonna do at least like kind of be a president. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of be the lead, kind of make us look like we ain't ass all over the world. It's a show now. And there's nobody to stop it.
It's a shit show. Call it what it is. Call it what it is.
But it's trash.
It is.
I mean, I'm like, yo, what happened?
Listen, as much as I love politics, I had to take a step back for my own mental health. Like it just got really bad for me. I was like, I can't do. Like I was so frustrated and I was so irritated, and I was like, because I know common sense ain't common, but I just.
Damn it, man.
Right. It was just so frustrating. And then you arguing with people, people who are like, well, I'm not voting anyway because it don't matter. And I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't matter? Can you not see what happens when you don't vote? Like, are you not looking at this shit? You're like, oh God, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole. But it was so frustrating. Yes, El Teddy and Tabitha Speaks keeps me up because honestly, like I stopped watching Morning Joe. I stopped looking at Rachel, like everything. And I love Morning. Listen, Morning Joe started my mornings. Rachel Maddow ended my evenings, and I just had to stop because I was so frustrated, and it was really depressing me. But what was more frustrating was people's response to it. Like, why I gotta sit here and argue with you about the importance of voting when you are literally looking at what happens when you don't fucking vote? Like, I'm so frustrated.
Like, you're part of the cycle.
Right.
Look, El Teddy, I see what you said, but look though, once the PO gets started, you're gonna all right. Asking you shall receive. That's all I'm saying. Because once the PO gets around, it's
be careful what you ask for.
Right. It's like having Mink, but it's all politics. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I stopped debating the whole debate with people and the whole vote and everything. I mean, it's a choice. Like, in all honesty, when it boiled down to it, you know what? It's your choice to vote. You know, and if you choose not to vote, that's your choice. You made that decision, and I'm cool with it. I'm not about to argue in here. You ain't about to get my pressure up and stress me out over your ignorance. That's fine. However.com. Don't come back to me the day after the election and complain because the person you wanted didn't win or whatever the case might be.
Can we get a whole however.com going? Because it should be a hashtag. Mink is back. Mink is back, y'all. We need a however.com.
Because I've had people sit there and say, like, oh, like, no, I'm not going to say however.com because you know what? I'm going to tell you like this. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. Your mama, your horse's mama, the person who planted the grass to feed the horse, the person who built the barn, and their mama. I'm not gonna sit here and have a whole conversation with you on not voting because you're mad at the person that you wanted didn't get in, but you didn't go out and vote.
Right.
I'm not doing
the last election. Although, like, what frustrated me with this last election, like, some stuff I expected it was what it was, but Herschel Walker, my nigga. We having a runoff with Herschel. Like,
I'm saying, Georgia once again failed us. Like, come on, like,
Georgia.
Herschel Walker, though.
Well, y'all not watching. It's not even real TV. I'm trying to tell you, everybody's watching it like it's a reality show. It's like it's
because that's what it's become. That's what it's truly become. It's like the real politics. It's the real politicians of the United States, the U.S. That's what it is. That's a new show. The real politicians of the U.S. It's just people out here get their 5 minutes of fame to do what they can do, get a book deal.
You know y'all from around here. How far did Red Grant get on the mayor election in D.C.?
Well, you know, DC's political makeup is a whole nother conversation.
Yo, when I saw this man on Pennsylvania Avenue with a campaign sign asking everybody to vote, I'm like, all right.
You know, I'm gonna be honest. When gentrification came through DC, I really thought we had seen our last black mayor. Like, I really thought that it would change the political makeup of the city. Oh, damn.
What are you talking about?
Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm not going.
What are you talking about? We have.
No, I'm not gonna let you do Mayor Bowser like that because. No, because the thing about I'm no longer a DC resident, so I don't know exactly what they truly go through in the in-depth of it. As my boss like to say, in the weeds of it. But I will say, when she painted Black Lives Matter heading towards the White House during one of the most tumultuous times in our generational history, I was like, yeah, she good. She good because she really did stick her neck out there. I know it probably was a lot of people don't feel that way, and a lot of other things that they think that she could have done or should have done. But I was like, within the scope of what she could do at that moment, and then named it Black Lives Matter Plaza. I think she did. I ain't gonna say she did enough, or she did a lot, or she did whatever. But I think in that moment, I definitely give her props. So I'm not gonna take away her black card. Like, I'm not gonna do that to her.
Oh, I was just talking shit because you changed your hair. That's all I'm saying. She got cornrows now and shit. Like, bring that perm back, girl. You know how you live.
You know what? Stop it.
You ain't gotta, you know, try to do it up. Just, you know, do you. Put that pantsuit back on.
Not the pantsuit.
I'm gonna just stay mute on that.
There it is. Don Pablo. He showed up.
I'm gonna just.
Hey, Don Pablo.
Lord, there go trouble there's trouble right there.
That Mayor Cleo. Because you know what? The funny thing about it is, if DC was to get an actual, like, the quote unquote black mayor that a lot of people think they want, I don't think they're ready for it. I'd be mayor of DC. I'd move back to DC and be mayor.
I would vote for you, no question.
But
I would vote for you.
I'm telling you, I be cussing everybody out. I'm gonna kick the sugar off of shit because we're not gonna do it. I don't know. I think it's a lot. I think with any any government, anything, you're not gonna be able to please everybody.
Right.
But like and not to get off topic, like I don't get the whole abortion thing. I don't understand why 40 years later it's still a topic of discussion, why we still fighting for, why we still infringing upon other people's rights. You know, we're not gonna be able to appease every single body.
As a dude, here's what I don't understand. This as a dude. I'm not trying to whatever. My whole thing is women were getting abortions before anybody was trying to decide what was legal or not.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, they gonna figure it out one way or another. You can make it leave if you want to. However, medical science, what's available to the home now, you just open up a whole another black market. That's all I'm saying. Like, you're not stopping nothing. Because once a woman decides she's not having this baby, she's not gonna have that baby.
But I mean, the thing about it is, you know, it's
risk death and traveling across states and everything else, and unsanitary environments and everything else to get an abortion once upon a time before we decided it was going to be law. So, what you gonna do now?
I have thoughts on that whole. That's a whole. We can have another discussion on that. But I have thoughts on
let shit lie. That's all I'm saying. Just keep it legal. And
yeah, I think it should be legal. I don't think it should be limited. I really think it's my body, my choice. Give people information, and then have people do with it what they will. But again, we're trying to appease people on certain laws, like just an example, like abortion laws, who it don't even apply to. Like, if you're not a registered,
that's the part. Who are we trying to appease?
Okay, this is my theory on it.
And I'm a dude. Help me out.
This is my theory on it. You don't want the abortions made available to quote unquote mass public, you know, and the statistics they like to give us are, you know, people of color, black and brown people, but we know that ain't the high numbers or whatever. But for the most part, you know, the people who do it in this country are the working class people, which means what? Now my working class child can't work for your child. I think it's just a new version of plantation work, to keep people in certain situations, to keep a generation of working class people in the population, so their child don't have to do certain things when they get older. I think there's a whole bunch of stuff behind it, because the thing about it is, the minute their child gets pregnant the minute their mistress gets pregnant, the minute their daughter gets pregnant by a person of color.
That's my baby boss. That's my baby boss. That's my baby boss. That's my baby boss.
Now all of a sudden, you know, they send in their daughters to Europe for the summer. Oh, okay. You know, because they got the money to do that. I think there's a lot of other underlying issues that go with it. It's whatever, but like I said, that's a whole topic for another conversation. We can dive into another day.
Well, it definitely could be a deeper, like we definitely can go. We could go deeper on that, because I have my thoughts as well. Oh
my God, Emmy said she got the recipe from the Moon Tea. You know what? From Game of Thrones.
Damn it, sis. I'm sorry.
Hey, guess what, Paulo? There was a lady who ran for office. I can't remember her name. And they caught her a recording of her saying that women can't get pregnant from rape because it's not natural. Again, hashtag applesauce. Like, you know, people need a handler. Some people just need a handler.
Right. Some people just
need a handler.
Speaking of people that's going to hell, are y'all up on this Shanquella Robinson case?
I've read the headline news, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Did she go? Did she arrest warrant for somebody?
She went to Mexico, right, with some friends. She went to Mexico with some friends, and again, because when I heard it, you and I talked yesterday, and I was like, you know what, my anxiety, my stress level is just a little too much right now. So there was a video or something out there of the murder. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. In short, kill them all, let God sort them out. Fuck them, feed them beans. I'm not doing it. Like,
what you looking at me for? Are you surprised by her comment? I don't even understand why you're surprised.
And I really could not, like, I don't want to see the video. I don't want to read the details of it. All I know is this girl went to Mexico with some friends. She never returned, and her so-called friends are responsible for her death.
That's about the gist of it. That's about the gist of it.
And then you had the audacity to record the shit like it was cute. But now we want to have a trial for you. Now we want to deal with your rights. Fuck you. Fuck you and your mama. And if your mama got some, she can get it too. 8 to 80. She can get it too. I'm not doing it. I'm not about to sit here and argue with you. We're not about to have a discussion.
Class, how many curse words can we get in before we not monetize?
I think we're already done. When I think we're done. I think we're done.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I'll be good.
It's all right.
No, you
I'll be good.
And it's okay.
You won't. Do you? It's all right. It's been a long time.
I'm like that to me.
We all missed this. Don't worry about it.
Because that was somebody's child. That was somebody's, dreams. That was somebody's future. And that's how, when I tell you lights out, we going off the grid, I would just get medieval on their asses. They don't deserve anything. They don't deserve a trial. They don't deserve their side of the story. Your side of the story is when you recorded it. We done. When you planned it, I got you.
To all ReallyB new subscribers, this is me.
I'm not doing it.
Right. For the people who don't, for the people who never met me before, this is me, ladies and gentlemen.
Keeping it real has never gone wrong.
I'm like that. I just can't. That's somebody's child. And that shit was premeditated. Like, you can't sit here and tell me. And then the fact that you flew all the way to Mexico, like, for real. Like,
I think the fight was premeditated. I don't think
they a lot of it and all of that, and they took, like, they did the whole, like, the straight up bitch ass shit that you could do, and then set her up at the end. Like, y'all, everybody gonna frown on this one. That's all I'm saying. It's like this.
Yeah, I think the fight was premeditated. I don't think that the end result was, but it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't matter that you didn't intend for it to happen, but I do think
I didn't want her to die, but you wanted to kick her ass. But hold on, who did you get to do it? And nobody knew when to stop. Like, you could have just said something up front. Like, there's nothing to save any of you. Also, punk ass.
You know what? I'm sorry.
Mink is the chief apostle at Lucky Buck Ministry, where violence is the word of the day.
I'm telling y'all, when it comes to my kids, I choose violence each and every single time. I will walk through hell and knock on the devil's door. I don't play about mine. So what you not about to sit here and do? Nah, again, kill them all, let God sort them out. He better at it than I am. I wasn't put on this earth for forgiveness.
Oh shit! I wasn't put on this earth for forgiveness. Listen, I ain't mad about it. I promise you, I'm not mad about it because, again,
right? I'm with you. Shit.
Not Classic and Mink are my favorite people, but thank you, Don Pablo.
Oh, word. You know what? That's why you're not on the show now. Man.
Don't do Don Pablo like that. Don't do that.
Right. Don't do it. Well, no, why? Okay, well, technically, don't do face like that. He started. Don Pablo started that one.
Did Don Pablo start it?
Nah, he really did.
He started it.
I mean, I'm not surprised that Don Pablo started it.
I gotta be careful because he's closer to my house than all yours, so he might show up.
He really could be in your house. He really could be at your house at 0.
Right. But yeah, I heard.
Oh, wait a minute, that's not a problem.
He's only kissing ass. He trying to schmooze up to me in Classic.
This guy.
But so I heard. Okay, so I heard they arrested. Did they arrest all the people in the video or some of them?
No, there's an arrest warrant out for the person in the video. Well, I'm assuming it's the person in the video. They have not released the person's name, but yeah, there's an arrest warrant out for one of the members. They're calling them the Cabo 5 or the Cabo 6 because we can't say those are her friends because those weren't friends. But there's an arrest warrant out for them. Yeah. I thought they would have. I thought they'd had a girl by the end of the weekend, but doesn't look like that's gonna happen. I mean, I thought it would be out, but I thought they would have her by now. But
I personally say just give Pookie and them $100,000
and let them handle it.
And it is what it is. Street justice. It is what it is.
Everybody.
Oh, have y'all seen that video of the guy?
Go ahead.
Have y'all seen that video with the guy? He has a chart and he's like, "Fuck around and find out."
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
That's like my I need that in my life. Like that is like my go-to.
And then found out. Yeah.
Right. So the more you fuck around, you gonna find out. So I need that in my life. Like I just need to walk. I just need anytime somebody say something stupid to me, I need to just hold my phone up and play it. Like.
I just think that they need to give. I would even say give Pookie them $500,000. Go for what you know, dead or alive. Take it back to the old West.
I don't think
one that posted dead or alive.
Well, let me ask you this question. Let me ask y'all this. So, and this is more for it's for both of us, but I mean all of y'all. So this picture that has surfaced that is allegedly. Jerry Jones down to the racist rally. How y'all feel about that?
Jerry, I haven't seen it. So Jerry Jones of the Cowboys.
The Cowboys owner. So you haven't seen it? Okay, hold on. Let me show you the picture. Hold on.
So he went to a rally of racists and somebody captured him there.
He was allegedly in the picture, he was like 15 years old, right? So here's the picture. That little boy circle is the Jerry Jones, and it's from Arkansas in 1957. You see those black students are trying to enter into the school. Now, there's a mob of white guys here that are physically trying to stop them. Jerry Jones is in the back. Now, and I'm not defending him. I just want to be fair about what we're seeing. He there. Is there. But in the picture they're saying he's about 15 years old. And it was 1957. Now I'm gonna just go on and say this: why is anybody shocked that a rich white boy from the rural South in the 1950s was at anything remotely close to this? Like, I feel like most of them were there at some point, and maybe that's wrong for me to feel that way, but that's just how I feel. Like, what was your first reaction when you saw the picture or heard about the picture? Or maybe I didn't hear about the picture.
I mean, this is my first. I've always said Jerry Jones was racist. I've been saying it for years. And even back when Black Lives Matter, he was like, if any of my players take a knee or whatever, I'm gonna fire them all. Again,
so you and your mama. I'm like, so why are we surprised? Because he told us.
And I was hoping that everybody would have walked off the team and called his bluff. Right. He looks like, he once was a grand wizard back in 1875 when he was first born. Like, I'm not.
Did you say 1870?
Yo, Jerry Jones looked like he lived his entire life. Jerry Jones looked like he did his entire life when time they came back at the same age. That's all I'm saying. Like, he's not.
I
get it.
I'm with y'all. I'm just not shocked. Like
I think he still called people colored. The colored boys that play for me. Like, I don't like. He just screams old.
Not the colored boys who play for me.
He just screams old Southern Dixie. I do right by y'all. How y'all gonna turn on me? Like, he just screams just white racist to me, and it don't even shock me. And that looked like a picture like he was already at the Klan meeting, and they just already came over to school. Like,
so what theme music is all banjos?
Oh yes, Deliverance is his cousins. Yeah. I don't see him. I don't see him doing anything different. It don't shock me. I would like to see.
Calling his players boy.
He does. He's colored boy, Negro.
Boy, you better get down to that 1 yard line.
Yeah,
so we can go ahead and win this.
Yeah, I don't think he know anybody's names. I think he calls everybody Negro 1 and 2. Like I'll put on the pass.
It's at least 53, so is they got to be in order?
No, he just. You know what? There's a movie, 100 Men Named George or something, about the black porters on the train, and they didn't learn their names. They just called all of them George. Yeah. And when they said George, yeah, I just think that's how he rolls. He probably called all of them Jamal and keep it rolling, or all of them Toby. He probably called everybody Toby. Like I don't put nothing past him.
This all I'm saying, and I said this on my TikTok. All I'm gonna say, and Face as a lifelong Washington football team fan, you know what's the first thing everybody say when you start talking about y'all was the last team in the league to integrate. So all I gotta say is there's no Cowboy fan, because I'm gonna say, but my owner, an asshole he might be, he won't try to stop the black kids from coming into high school. That's all I'm gonna say. Like at this point, that's all. I just like don't say nothing to me about my team being the last team to integrate. I'm just saying, like my owner wasn't trying to stop the black kids from going into the high school. And if he was, there are no pictures of it. That's all I'm gonna say. Mink, speaking of football, I thought about you.
Oh shit!
Earlier this year, because
you mean this whole season?
Well, no, because my team beat your team, and I kind of thought about you, girl.
I'll be honest with y'all. I have not watched football in probably about 2.5, 3 years.
Are you boycotting?
Yeah, I'm still. I can't. It's too much.
Your man's let you down.
And you know what? Porn stash. He too busy doing whatever it is he does in his off season. It doesn't carry on to the on season. I do
porn stash though. I really, really need him to let that go. I do.
Yeah. And my legal roommate, he still watches.
Hold on.
So,
but he has a 70s porn stash, not a regular porn stash. He has an old school.
It really screams about 72 and a half. It does.
He has a bow chicka wow wow.
Yeah, it looks like he got
wow wow.
He probably got a bearskin rug with a Panther poster on his wall with the iridescent lights. Yeah, he probably greased up in Crisco. Like I just need him to stop. He just always looks sweaty. He probably drive around a van and try to lure little girl, teenage high school girls in his van. Like he just needs to stop.
You turned your hero to a pedophile. This is fucked up.
He ain't been right since. I'm gonna tell you right now, he ain't been right since he dated Danica Patrick. I ain't blaming her, but I'm just saying, whatever went on in that relationship, he ain't been right since.
He ain't been right. Danica did it.
I ain't saying she did it. Like he might have kind of like obsessed over her. I don't know, but something happened in that relationship, and he ain't been right. And I just been like, okay.
Damn, y'all can't figure out. We talking about Ron Rodgers.
Oh. Yeah.
Because Mink, well, once upon a time, she don't care no more. But Mink was a big Green Bay fan, so there was whenever my team played her team, we actually went to the game.
Mm-hmm.
My team won that game.
They did.
There's pictures and everything.
There's pictures. Yeah. We had fun. We had fun that day though. I illegally parked on the stadium parking lot.
Right. We got some illegal parking in there. That was fun though. That was fun. We parked illegally. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mink had to buy me a gift. We bet something out of the gift shop.
Mm-hmm. What did I get you? What was it?
You bought me a charger, a portable charger that I can't to this day. I couldn't tell you where it is.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, damn, that's messed up.
It is.
Listen, let me tell you something.
See what happens when I'm spending all money on shit.
It's probably in one of my purses. Y'all know I change purses like the weather.
Oh yeah.
It's probably in one of my purses. I'll
Wait a minute,
I'll find it one day.
Oh shit! Oh, here we
Wait,
go.
Abby said we asking Mink how she felt about Brett stealing welfare money. Well, actually, no, we were talking about how poorly Aaron Rodgers was doing. But to address your statement, Ebony, Brett was the reason why I started watching Green Bay when he came from the Falcons to Green Bay. I loved the way he played like a kid playing in the backyard. Had a love for the game, but he's since retired. I'm gonna tell you right now, I love me some Brett, but lock him up, lock him down. And I mean,
equal opportunity.
Yeah, and put him in general pop. Put him in jail with the family members of the people that he stole money from. Street justice. That what happens. I mean, that was dead wrong. That was dead wrong. Yeah. But
there you go.
It's like look into, but not just him though. Look into how did he get the money? It wasn't just him. He ain't walking and steal, hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars from this system. There were some other people in that scenario with him. Right. All of them need to go down.
It had to be. You can't just.
Absolutely.
There were other
people around.
Because how did he even get access to the money? How was he able to get checks or debit cards or whatever? Because I honestly something else I didn't really dive into. But however he had access to the money, however he was to transfer the money from out the system to himself, it wasn't a one-man job.
He didn't do it for himself.
And I'm not trying to be funny, but he has admitted he can't remember like his kids' birthday events that he was at. Like, so we know he wasn't the brains behind the operation. I'm not even trying to be funny, but he was not the brains behind the operation. He couldn't remember what he had for breakfast yesterday. So it's like he wasn't. No, I'm saying because of CTE, he ain't think of this. He didn't devise this plan. He wasn't a mastermind. He ain't figuring no shit out. He was just like, "Ooh, my bank account got more zeros than it had yesterday." That's all he know.
I mean, I feel it. I see that, but at the beginning, he had to go down with everybody else. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he definitely needs to go to jail. And I'm not talking about that as celebrity, the woo-woo jail. No, I'm talking about 15 years minimum in whatever state.
You talking about
penitentiary. Yeah, in general population. You get the orange jumpsuit, the no shoelaces. You get the gray slop for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah.
No belt.
No Martha Stewart jail. Right.
Slice of bologna in the middle. All that type of shit.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, him and everybody else that was involved in that. My daughter was telling me yesterday. I didn't realize Shakira was facing jail time.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah, Shakira about to get it.
She facing 8 years for tax fraud.
Yeah, she about to get it.
I got nothing for that.
But wait, hold up, Face. But hey, Face, it ain't even here. She facing jail in Spain.
How in the fuck? That's where you from, nigga?
She ain't pay her taxes. She ain't pay her Spain taxes.
Yeah, they said she about to go back home. She was saying that she didn't live there at the time, so she didn't owe them no taxes. They saying, but you did. So yeah.
It don't matter, nigga. Where is your banks and shit at? You gotta pay.
My thing is, you're still a Spain resident. Pay your taxes.
It don't even matter because look though, that shit is different internationally than it is in the U.S. U.S. got loopholes and shit.
She thought she.
And that's damn.
And the Chrisleys knows best.
Y'all know I love me some Todd Chrisley, but yeah, he gone too.
Son, when I heard about that, they got 18, 19 years?
Something like that.
He got 12 and she got 7.
Yo.
Now, are they doing it at the same time? Because remember that Real Housewife, I think of Jersey. Her and her husband got arrested, and they let them I think the husband went to jail first, and then when the husband got out of jail, they sent the wife to jail because they had minor children, and so that was a way for the children to be able to stay at home.
Isn't that convenient?
I think it was Teresa.
I haven't heard any more about. It was Teresa. It was Teresa Giudice. Yeah, I don't know any more about the setup and all of that. I'm not sure, but it'll be interesting when we find out like when they're gonna leave and all that, because it's federal And sometimes with different cases, they let you, because they're appealing. Sometimes they let them sit out during the appeal. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, all this tax stuff and then what your money.
Okay, wait a minute. Who's talking about some free?
That's what I'm saying.
Wait a
Get
minute.
insurance policies.
Wait a minute. Every talking about some free fade Todd. Nope. Todd need to go to jail with Brett. Todd need to go to jail with Brett. I'm sorry.
Here we go.
not hashtag he ain't mean it.
Right.
But Ebby literally just said, "Pay your taxes, people. That's it. That's all." And then right under that, free Todd.
Yeah. See. If Shakira got to go to jail, Todd got to go to jail.
Okay. I'm just glad they didn't
get They want to Todd songs.
I'm just glad they didn't get Nanny Faye, child. They was trying to get Nanny Faye.
And who was Nanny Faye?
His mama.
Oh, she take her to jail too.
Damn, mate, that's how you feel.
I mean, damn, me. Well, y'all, this has been fun. We're gonna have to definitely get us back on a regular rotation. I gotta get ready to get off of here so I can eat my dinner and get ready for my next shift. Listen, special rules.
Then got 2 hours.
Special rules for the people she like.
You know what, Evie? No. 8 to 80, they all can get it. Nope.
Not 8 to 80, they all can get it, child.
8 to 80, nope.
Any final thoughts, Mink? No, we go to Mink last. Any final thoughts, please?
Yo, I don't even know why you even came to me because everybody waiting on me. What's the first kind of way about this shit?
Oh,
that means a weak ass stand in. This is bullshit. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Here's what I have to say. The rest of the night, yo, I was glad to see everybody. Hope we come back and we gonna keep this moving. Hopefully, we can go back to old school. We can get El Teddy up here when he comes up here. Do the prop parties and everything I used to. How about that?
Oh Lord, not El Teddy. Lord, not El Teddy.
Teddy coming to town.
That's my man's in them.
Yeah, El Teddy will be here in a week. I think he'll be here like within the next 2 weeks. He'll be here.
Yeah, put word on the street.
Yeah, we weren't able to catch up with you the last time he was here, but he met Don Pablo. He met Will.
Yeah, he came out of the basement.
Oh,
yeah, he was down in the
basement,
hanging out in the basement.
Oh,
you really thought Face was getting ready to do the benediction?
Bow your heads.
He did the benediction. All right. Mink, take us out of here.
Come on, mate.
We're gonna say a prayer for the people. Everybody bow your heads, and we're gonna say, Lord, help us. Forgive our trespassers. Forgive those that trespass against us. But if they make it across the border, forgive what we're going to do to them because they knew they shouldn't have been here. Woo!
What the?
I don't know what that was. But good night. Good night.
Really, bitch?
Oh, my Lord.
Jesus Christ.